Hello. Hoping it's letting me go live here, because it sure wouldn't let me go live on my computer. So I'm gonna try here. If y'all can't hear me, then let me know. And this is even better because I can see my comments. So hey, how's everybody doing? This is Venmo Rahmaan, and I just had a question. It's not so serious. I'm kind of poking a little bit, but my question is, do people actually research before they go online and start debating? Do they do that anymore? And the reason I'm asking is because so often anymore, I have people that come on and question or ask questions or try to start fights, if you will, online, but they start off with the wrong information. Like right off the rip, the shit is wrong. So, for example, I have an example. For example, so I put the video up that I put up yesterday, and it was about opting out, men opting out. And I know that, myself included, everybody goes and reads the headlines a lot of time. And we don't go and watch the video, we just start commenting. And that's, that's typical. But if you're going to start a fight, or if you're going to start lecturing somebody on the content, then you should know the basics about what the fuck you're about to say, right? So the guy hit me up, and he writes this big ass, and then the ones that don't research write the longest fucking paragraphs of bullshit. So he hits, he says whatever he says, and I'm like, what? And so I said what I said, but I said, the felony, I said something about you can get a felony for child support. And he says, you can't get a felony for child support. And then he said some other shit, but I didn't pay attention to it, because if you don't know that basic thing, that you can get charged with a felony for child support, then there's no other reason for this conversation to continue. So I said, yes, you can. And so he comes back and he says, I can admit when I'm wrong. Well, you have to admit when you're wrong, because that's a fact. But, I don't even remember why he even commented on the video. I don't remember anything. I just remember him coming back, and then all of a sudden the conversation changed to the felony charge, and whether it was state or whether it was this or that. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? So it comes back to, why don't people research before they start discussing anything? Because I know for a fact, if he came on my page, on my video, uninformed, wanting to debate, whatever, I know he does that everywhere. So in this world, in this day and age of technology, and you have libraries at your fingertips, why do people not go and research what they speak about or what they're trying to engage people in? It's so fucking simple. I just don't understand that. And then you become educated in what you're feeling passionate about. I'm sure he had something to say. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, I'm sure it was something. But in this and in anything that we do, if you're going to talk about it, at least research it. Go, if it's something that you want to change, if it's something that you want, that you want to be active in, know your material. And I'm saying this as just somebody on just with that exchange yesterday. Like, he was writing big ass paragraphs, so I knew he wanted to say what he wanted to say. Like, he felt it was important, but nobody is going to pay attention to what you're saying if you don't know the basics of what you're saying. People talk about, especially in this family court arena, they talk about narcissism all the time. What did I say? Are you back on time? I'm back just because people talk about narcissism in this family court arena. But when you look at people that start with these debates, everything is about them. It's their experience. It's their, you know, life. And they don't come and have the wherewithal or the compassion or whatever you put the word in to find out what's going on in that whole arena that they're trying to argue about or they're trying to change the rules on. It's all about them. And even in this child support family court system, you know, you'll talk about, just when I started out in this child support thing, I'm saying this is a welfare recovery program. They get money, the government gets money off of these cases. Oh, well, my case wasn't like that. My case this, my case that. Well, you know how many people there are in the United States? This shit is not about you. It's bigger than you. And just like when, even now, you know, I get people on here that say, oh, you'll never be able to change anything. Just go ahead and do this. Well, that's you. That's you. You might not be able to change anything because you're sitting on your computer not doing shit. But that's not everybody else. Take the you out of the equation when you want to do things, and don't just talk because you want to, or you think that happened in your case, or you know that's what happened to me, so that's what happened to everybody. That's just not how things work. If you're gonna call somebody a narcissist, you gotta look at yourself. It's not just you. Your situation is not everybody's fucking situation. It's just not. So I just said that to say, you know, I'm kind of rude. So if you come to me on some shit like you can't get a felony for child support along with a whole bunch of other shit, then I'm going to tell you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I'm going to say you need to go and research and read some shit and, you know, get a library card. Like, I'm going to say some rude shit like that. Like, why are you here? But I just ask everybody, just go back. If it's something that's been in effect for 50 years, your case is not the first time that some shit like that happened. I guarantee it. There's other people walking the earth. There's other people breathing besides you. And this other motherfucker said something, somebody needs to do something with her. Talking about me. I commented under his share like, this woman, my name is Kenya, and you do something with me. You do something with what? I don't understand what is going on here. Common sense is not common. You are so right. This guy on Twitter tried to check me, right? Tell me what I said and then say, you're loud and wrong. You know, that's the whole thing now. You loud and you're wrong. I said, no. I said, you interpreted what I said wrong. So, your dumb ass is loud and wrong. Common sense is not that common. How you want... I digress. But just in anything that you do, one of the most important things that you want to do before you jump in, because 9 times out of 10, if you have not read about that topic and you just saw some little tidbit or some talking point on the internet because somebody that you like or somebody that you voted for said the shit, I guarantee you there's more to it than that. Some people, let me let y'all in on a little secret. Politicians lie. In case nobody told y'all that shit, politicians lie. They will tell you some shit just to get your vote, and it's not true. For real. So, if they tell you some shit, I'm telling you, go Google that shit, and then not Wikipedia. Go to like EDU. You know, there's a whole, they got all kinds of shit. Just look it up. But before y'all jump in, not just this page, I'm just trying to do a PSA. Not just here, but any page. People not going to take you serious if you don't even have the basics. Okay, if you don't know that you can get a felony for child support, then you don't need to be talking to me about child support. You don't need to be talking to me. Okay? And that's another thing. Research who you're talking to. Research who you're talking to. So he said, no, wait, no way. Yeah, seriously. They lie. Not all of them. Now I'm lying. And I always said this, even when I started, don't even take my word for it. Go get 3 resources when you hear somebody say something. Look, get 3 other people. If 3 other reliable sources say the same shit, then 9 times out of 10 it's true. Now, don't, talk to somebody down on the block and say, yeah, I heard. That's not reliable. But this is just my, and if you're watching this later and you about to inbox me like, whatever, I'm just going to delete the shit. And I don't read long ass paragraphs like this about what I need to be doing. I delete that shit. Just FYI. So that's what I wanted to come on here and say, because and he got up this morning. This happened yesterday. This morning, he was on there talking about some felony. That's the federal felony, this, that. Dude, you woke up on the shit? I said, you heard. I got it. But you don't know. You talking about some shit and do. So, yeah, research. I'm telling you, knowledge is power. And you could teach me something. I've never stopped learning. That is my absolute favorite thing to do. I always learn something. I'm always reading. I'm always researching. I love it. That's why I said I don't talk about things that I don't know about. Because if I'm interested, I want to learn everything about it. So, and Facebook would not let me go live on my computer. I thought it was Thursday. I know. They be thinking I'm new here. That's why I had to make my video like, my bad, I didn't introduce myself. Because they see a certain type or certain, and they don't think that certain knows anything. So I had to, let them know who I am. Let me properly introduce myself. Hey, y'all, thank you so much for rocking with me and, supporting the channel. I hope. Oh, he said, I didn't know that you weren't trying to change laws or you weren't trying to change. I don't have to explain myself to you. If you would have researched me, you would know what the fuck I'm here for. Now I'm here for informational purposes only. If that's not what you're getting out of it, kick rocks. I give 0 fucks. Okay? And then some other, do something with, y'all, my life. I'm going to do just a little snippet of my life working and advocating in this family court arena. It's very interesting. Read Social Security Act, definitely. I can't get that out. I can't say it. I cannot say it. I've said it before, but today I can't say it. I can't say it, but authenticating the birth certificate. I know a little about that. With the color of law and sovereign citizenship and things like that. That's not my area of expertise. I know they have a lot of stuff, information about that on the internet. If people are interested in that can Google it. I know they have courses. Just be careful, you guys, in anything that y'all have on that y'all find on the internet. If it's something like they can get you off of child support, get your case dismissed. You just pay them $1,000 or, pay them $500. Just be wary, and do your research because, I'm not saying that stuff doesn't work. I'm just saying I've talked to a lot of people over the years and the success rates are not as high as the unsuccessful rates. So I'm not saying it doesn't work. I haven't talked to everybody, of course, but I'm just saying, do your research, make sure it's all legit before you guys give your money to somebody that says that they can do something that you probably know or probably think is too good to be true. And as far as the sovereign citizenship, yeah, just do your research on that too. But don't ever give up on, you know, what you believe in, fighting for your rights. Of course, you can take care of your children on your own. The only time that child support is mandatory is if welfare is involved. And now, as I've talked about before, the welfare cases, those children are aging out. So now they're targeting non-welfare parents, non-welfare related parents, so they can get those parents to voluntarily sign up. So just watch that. That's why they're advertising everywhere. They're doing iHeartRadio, social media. They're advertising, and that's a big red flag for people that say that it's not voluntary, and they say it's mandatory. Mandatory, the government with mandatory programs, they don't advertise. You either do it or you're penalized or something like that. They don't advertise and say, come on in, we'll help you with this. That's not how that goes. So that's just a FYI. So yeah, thank you guys. I just had to share that. And yeah, don't forget, long shit like this telling me what I need to do, delete it. If you're disrespectful to me or to somebody else, I mean, always, you know, communicate and shit like that. But if you disrespectful to me, I'm blocking you. You banned. Period. I don't have time to be dealing with no shenanigans. If y'all would please do me a favor and go over to my YouTube, which is the Child Support Hustle, and subscribe. Make sure your notifications are on. I'm going to be doing some videos, and I'm also going to, I don't know how if people will be interested in this, but I'm going to be traveling, and I was going to do, you know how you do the video and show the different places that you go. I don't know if people will be interested in that because I've been talking about child support for so long, but I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know. I'm just thinking about adding that to my YouTube. So let me know if y'all would like something like that. Let me see. 13K off with child support debt. I don't know about that. If anybody wants to advertise their anything, you can send me a direct message and we can talk about that. But if I see, like, because I can't verify what you are advertising, so I don't want anybody that's on my platform to do business with somebody that they meet over here and then get robbed, get scammed. So instead of posting your stuff or whatever, send me a message and then we'll talk about it. But don't just post your stuff over here. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in, and fight the power.